Hi, I'm Teacher David. Welcome to Muir's English Grammar. Today is all about irregular simple present verbs. Our learning objectives are going to be to identify irregular simple present verbs in each sentence and to use them correctly in a new sentence, one that you will make. So, an irregular simple present verb describes a present habit or truth, but it's irregular in some way. You don't just add s to the third person singular like you do with regular verbs. However, in the present tense, there are only two, have and be. These are the only two odd ones out, the irregular ones. So be, it changes a lot. One example is the picture here. She is on her way to school. Is actually the third person singular of the verb be. And they have many new books. Have, that's the third person plural of the verb have. So there's no change. So they can be regular some of the time. But how do we know? Well, that's a good question. So if you have either have or be, you can follow these simple rules. Change have to has following third person singular noun. Now, a good way to think about this, if you put S on have, so it's HAVES, that would be regular. But if you say it and you say it quickly, it almost turns into has. So I think over time, with this verb, it was probably regular and we just got a bit lazy. Now, the next one, the verb be, this is the confusing one. So be changes to am following first person singular. Be changes to is following third person singular. Now, notice, even though it's third person, even though it's irregular, it still has an S, just like have has an S, just like sings, third person singular, has an S. So that's a little trick you can keep in mind when trying to figure out what person it is or whether it's regular or irregular. And the last one, be changes to are following all other nouns. So first person changes one way, third person changes another way, and are is kind of like the regular form in the present tense. Okay, so let's see if that works out for us. So the principal's office is very nice. What's the verb? Is. Students are always on time. Really? Anyway, let's see. Are. Yes, very good. Our class has 42 students. Class is singular, third person. So it's got to be has, not have. Very good. Okay, let's see if you can write them down and circle them. Take a moment now. Okay, so let's check your answers. The teacher is or has at the front. Well, can the teacher has at the front? No, it's got to be is. Our main door haves or has a problem closing. So which one is that? It's got to be has, Has, because that's the way it's spelt now. Even though, like I said a moment ago, maybe in the past it was, in fact, Haves, but it's not anymore. So just remember, it's has, and it's quite a common verb, so I'm sure you're familiar with it. And number three, the cafeteria be or is an old and dirty room. Is your cafeteria old and dirty? Yeah, lots of them are. So, but what's the verb? Is. Very good, not be. We don't use be in the present tense. Okay, so write your own two new sentences using irregular. I suggest you use one of the be forms and one of the have forms. Okay, so to wrap up, remember irregular present, simple present verbs. They're either be or have, and they show a present truth or habit. Okay, great. Everything understand? Oh, one last tip. Present tense verbs like the verb be, they can also show some kind of existence, how things are connected together. I'll explain that a little bit more in my upcoming book. All right, see you next lesson, my fellow gramophiles. Bye for now.